the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor...
Well, it was a common sight in the 80s and 90s, not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
From the 30 on second down, Murray. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6.
56, Mike, 56.
Throwing is Murray on third down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Right back to him on first down. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Switch.
on 2nd and 2. Murray under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Nick Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
On 3rd down, Murray, he's going to air one out. This is intercepted. Picked off near the 32.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to take a and this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Bear in mind they had 2 interceptions last week, but that was in 4 quarters. They've got 2 here in the first quarter alone.
And the unsung people in this streak, the pass rushers, because most of the time, they're the ones that affect things in the pocket for a quarterback, trying to throw the football, rushing them, getting them off their spot, harassing them, and that allows the defensive backs, the linebackers, to swoop in and make the picks downfield.
And they're swooping. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing but daylight ahead. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. And even 50 yards on the ground. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now, because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation, because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up 1st downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Now McManus will line up for the field goal. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, You're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ready. No base. Check, 59. No chance.
Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Check, 59. Watch QB drop.
On first down, here's Breida. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. We got it.
Now King on first down. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
You got him.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way that pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is King. From the gun, he'll throw. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 27-yard line.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Back to throw. King. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Now it's Breida. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Matt Breida with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken way up by the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Here we go on 4th down with Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. King throwing on 1st down. He's going to take a shot, and across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. in for the score. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Mike 54. Mike 54. I smell fear in that offense. 66. Bullet. Half.
And to give this time to the tailback. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. An extra DB for the 49ers now on third.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Kill. Check.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
I got you.
Looking to throw on second down. Murray. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray. Able to find Isabella. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This one taken just inside the 10. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. An update from Denver. The Broncos have taken the early lead. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. Breida to get the third quarter started. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
And the 49er first down.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take
First
a win.
and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Mike, check. Hey. Target. Check 59.
On first down, King. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They run with Breida. And an alley to run. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second. Murray fighting, lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. To throw on 3rd down. Murray throwing the out route incomplete. It's Martinez. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Hey, watch that, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. You don't know no better. Kill.
Oh, now Murray has it stripped. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. 2nd time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And again this time to the tailback. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
second down, Murray sets to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
And that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's really a difficult task.
To throw is Murray. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them.
55's my guy, 55. Oh, here we go.
They do go for it. It's Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Martinez. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Hey, nothing to see here, just your standard fourth down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now. Mike 50, Mike 50. Yeah.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Murray going right side here, and that's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line.
Hey, 50's the mic, 50's the mic. Let's go, Happy.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Throwing right, and that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Let's go, Mike 50, Mike 50. Come on, D.
Throwing again, Murray. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Steps away to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now Murray. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. From 4 yards out. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Here's King, throwing to start the drive. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
This is Breida. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a scoop.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
King now, throwing on 3rd and long. That is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Tight dog, tight dog, tight. Check.
They'll keep it on the ground. Goddard. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Makes the score Niners 35, Cardinals 10.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken way up by the 25. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the side.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
56, Mike, 56.
Here's Murray. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Martinez. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's Martinez. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Mike, 56.
To throw, it's Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
it's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And now off to the races, down the right side. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Murray trying to get after the pick six. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A huge play there for Arizona. 49 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Switch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray fighting. Lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
You got it, son. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Check pass.
Murray, one final try. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for San Francisco, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Arizona, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.